Friday night begins with Wogan giving the star treatment to Tom Selleck. Then at 7:40...
Just for a while later on tonight and at first tomorrow, but that's about it really, because we will find that new area of snow moving up from the continent, and indeed for eastern Scotland and most of England and Wales, another cold, really cloudy day, further snow from time to time, and that snow tending to set in over these eastern parts, over East Anglia, the southeast, up towards northeast England, with blizzard conditions in places with that wind up to gale force. For the best of the weather, I think western Scotland, the far west of Ireland, where with a bit of shelter it should stay mostly dry and reasonably bright, and the snow in most of the other western areas fairly light for much of the time. Now those temperatures are not quite as low tomorrow as today's, but even so bitterly cold, and as you can see here, as far as England and Wales is concerned, once again remaining below freezing. And not only remaining below freezing, but of course that wind chill again, making it feel as if it's more like -15 or so in a number of spots, so the message certainly wrap up well. Heading into the weekend, we find on Saturday not much changes, a lot of snow to come in central and eastern areas, but easing down come Sunday, although right the way through the weekend remaining cold and very wintry.
BBC One's Friday night, Terence Alexander and Clive Anderson join Wogan, then at 7:40.
And it was not sexual harassment like they said it was.
You're like Maradona, you are, Elmo. You're always putting your hands where you shouldn't.
At 8:10, a sinister phone call to a radio station.
You don't understand. I really hate you, and I am going to kill you.
At 9:30, Dennis breaks a leg and Les is in the hot seat.
You can handle Dennis's car and stay alive amongst those bloody drivers. You're not as daft as you thought you were.
The concluding episode of Cain and Abel is at 10:20, and the bitter saga continues through their children.
He's the son of a banker. His name is Richard Kane.
William Kane's son?
Yes.
You would consider marrying William Kane's son?
The last snooker quarter-final features John Parrott and Terry Griffiths and Neil Foulds versus Mike Hallett. And this is Friday night on BBC One.
Well, back to our Thursday and some classic comedy served up over the counter by Ronnie Barker, who, of course, is open all hours.
Saturday on One is simply irresistible.
On BBC One with Ronnie Barker and David Jason as Arkwright and Granville. Open all hours.
Friday on BBC One, David Suchet is Clive Anderson's guest in the Wogan studio. At 7:40, there's Biting Wit in Joint Account.
What does it look like?
A young pretender called
of over-the-counter comedy from the corner shop where the customer is always right. Well, occasionally.
BBC2 now, the 40 Minutes documentary follows the life and times of 4 American high school girls who dedicate their spare time to dancing on the football fields. Here on BBC One, Arkwright's still trying to find a way to make Nurse Gladys an offer she can't refuse, as long as it doesn't cost him anything. We'll be back in Arkwright's Corner Shop again next week, same time but different day, 9:30 on Tuesday.
In the team. First, something of a commercial break for Arkwright, who decides to advertise his wares and stay open all hours.
As the Princess of Wales reaches 30, BBC Television looks at the decade in which a shy young woman is transformed into a confident performer and communicator on the international stage, from girl next door to princess. The fulfillment of motherhood with the responsibility of preparing her children for public life. The pressures of a marriage magnified under the constant spotlight of the world's media. A symbol of glamour and beauty, she provides a showcase for British fashion. Now confident and at ease with her personal and private life, the making of a princess is explored in The Princess of Wales at 30, Sunday 5:15 on BBC1.
Well, now on One, we head for the All England Club, where Harry Carpenter is waiting with the best of Today at Wimbledon.
Quiet, please. Play.
If you believe the tabloids, this was the highlight of Wimbledon 91 so far. Andre Agassi stripping off and revealing all. Would he be wearing white? Well, of course he would. It was all thrashed out with the All England Committee days ago. For once in my life, I totally agree with John McEnroe, who said he didn't care what Agassi wore, but how well he played tennis.